Hi Sharon, welcome from Dalrymples at Marysville, a lovely bed and breakfast, and you rebuilt it after the fires.
We have, yeah.
And you were pretty pleased with it. It looks pretty good from the brochures.
Oh, thank you.
Now,
We've rebuilt and back in business.
back in business.
Yeah.
And how are you finding Marysville now, just as a general township? What's happening there?
Lots of things. It's very exciting to live here and see what's going to happen, and lots of new buildings and shops and accommodation. So we're looking forward to seeing what happens and what is happening.
So the community's really growing and growing in confidence.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's been a journey which has been amazing stories in it.
And of course, a lot of that journey, people coming up from Melbourne and interstate visitors, even overseas visitors, come up. Of course, a lot of those people would have visions of the place being fairly destroyed after the fires. However, it's not like that at all now. I've just driven through, and it's amazing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. People think they're going to come up and see a burnt place, but the nature is just grown back, and green and beautiful walks have been re-established, and it is a beautiful place to be again. In fact, some people actually say, "Where was the fire?" So it's sort of covering itself really well.
That's a bit of a testament, isn't it, to Mother Nature's power?
Yeah, absolutely. Even our cottages, they say, "Oh, so you weren't burnt in the fire?" It's like, no, our gardens are amazing after nearly 5 years now.
Tell us about the gardens. I gather you had a fair bit of work there.
Absolutely. Started with just about nothing. We had a few big trees that did survive. We milled some trees, which we've put into pergolas and things, which is pretty nice to have some old part. But the gardens are just growing so well now.
One of the main things you need is probably more people to come. And I gather you rely a lot on people who have been and telling their friends about it.
Yes, yeah. We want people to enjoy the town and tell other people how good it is now, because we are working on that things were burnt, but now things are so different. We want people to come back and have a look at it and visit us again.
It's a very friendly town. This morning, just dropping in for a cup of coffee with all the locals. There's a lot of chitter-chatter going on about things that are happening, and whatever you can see, it's almost like a pattern. It must be Gossip Corner down there, is it, in the morning?
Well, not gossip. I don't call it gossip. I just think it's exciting to see what's going to happen and what the future is. And
people seem very positive. There's the new big convention centre being built.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Really good. Really good for the town, restaurant, and then the hotel, employment. Everything's really positive about that.
Well, that is important, isn't it, about building up the economy for the local employment, etc.
Yeah. Keep our kids here. Yeah.
Keep the children working.
Yes, yes.
And do you see, in 5 years' time, where do you see Marysville in 5 years' time?
I see a very exciting, beautiful place to visit and to live. And I think there'll be a lot of new people that'll come to this town to live too. And we have already got that. We've got new people come into this town who've never been here before, just fall in love with it. And which is great, young people too.
So you're seeing young people coming. So it's not retirees. There's
no,
some of those probably,
there's a lot of retirees coming. But only this week we had guests who are quite young, and they were very excited about the town and wanted to buy a block of land. So it's it'll be a place to be.
So in 5 years' time, you'll see a change in the population demographic, will you?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Sharon, thanks very much for sharing your thoughts with us, and good luck with Dalrymples, and anyone wanting to come and have a nice quiet week away or a weekend away ought to look it up on the website.
Yeah, we've also got Amelina Cottages, which are great for families too, which you know, going up to Lake Mountain and places like that. It's fantastic to have some family accommodation back to.
Okay, thanks, Karen.